It's ready.
This is a big night. So when's it ready?
It's ready.
Is it ready now?
It is. Oh, you left the door open.
Hold on, wait. We can fix this.
You're sloppy. Okay.
Are you ready for tonight? Day 60. My God! I have been you have no idea how many things are freaking colliding tonight because there's a lot happening. And my God, we're doing a Long Island iced tea. Here's the deal. I've actually been a little nervous about tonight. So I've been practicing since noon. And I've made about 5 Long Island iced teas. I think I finally got it. So if you're ready, let's make the original Long Island iced tea. Now I don't want to give anything away, but I will say this. Kingsport, are you ready for me tonight? Because it's Long Island iced tea original. Let's go and do this. Quarantine Cocktail Show number 60. Oh my God, makes me feel so old. I haven't done anything 60 days in a row. I barely get out of bed 60 days in a row. But here we are. Blue Monkey, Quarantina, come on in. So I think I can make the drink with this on my finger, on my hand. No, I can't do it, so we'll put it over here. All right, all right. You have no idea how many things are happening tonight. Like I said, it's all this. I've been waiting for this. First of all, it's May 13th. It is World Cocktail Day. I want you to soak that in. This isn't like Blue Monkey Quarantina Cocktail Day. It's not like Cincinnati Cocktail Day, not Ohio or US. It is World by God Cocktail Day. I mean, this is mind-blowing. Why is it World Cocktail Day? Well, May 13th, 1806, a little thing happened. In New York, which is irony, and you'll find out why, New York published the first definition of the word cocktail. So they, in the newspaper, they wrote that a cocktail was a stimulating drink made from liquors and any other spirit and citrus, water, and bitters. And that, my friends, was the beginning of the official word definition of cocktail. Now, I will tell you, there are disputes over everything, and that's why we're here tonight. That's why it's just so gosh darn fun. Because there are a lot of people that have different rationales of how cocktail came about. Now, we already talked about one. Hold. Remember this guy? We talked about him. New Orleans, right? Pochades, bitters. Remember? He was the apothecary in New Orleans, and he decided he was going to have his little side drink, and it was in a French egg cup. Side note, this egg's been here for like 2 weeks, and I probably need to get rid of it. That could be killing somebody. Anyway, but that, my friends, go back to the, ignore the killer egg. That, in French, is called a cocktail. And cocktail is what everybody eventually thought, and people thought that's where cocktail came from. It wasn't. This is another great one. A rooster is called, by the way, for the next 2 minutes, I'm going to say the word cock so many times, it's just ignore it. I'm going to say it like 50, 60, maybe 69 times. Anyway, so a rooster is a cock, and a rooster's tail points up. Another version of where the word cocktail came from is that horses were deemed to be high spirits, and a better buy if their tail was cocktailed, meaning that the horse's tail was up. So that was a description of a horse. They would look at a horse and go, hey, he's cocktailed, he's a good buy, he's got a lot of high spirit. Now, what people didn't know is that horse sellers used to take a piece of ginger and then that made the horse tail, you don't even want to know. Side note. But anyway, the point is that's another version of the term cocktail because it's a high spirit and it's a very kicking, punching, whatever. The last one I will share with you of a version of where cocktail came from was from England. So in England, they would have these casks of whiskey and different liquors. Well, when they get to the bottom of the cask, they call that the cock. I told you, I was going to say it a million times. And anyway, they would take that cock and they would mix it with other ones. And it was the tailing, it was the end of the cock. And they would just mix it all together. And eventually they'd have a new vat. And that was called the cocktailings, the end pieces. And they would sell that again. And that was called a cocktail, a mixed liquor. And I look it up. Here's what I can tell you. After a solid 3.5 minutes of research today, that is what I've come up with. And what I've also found out is that everybody agrees there's not a huge history, and a lot of people debate on where the word cocktail came from. But everybody agrees, May 13th, 1806, by God, World Cocktail Day, that's when the first definition came out. Little side note, May 13th, 1931, guess whose birthday it is? Harry's Bar, Dennis, Bellini, remember we just did that one? It's their birthday today. Send them a card. So, back to why we're here. We're here about the Long Island iced tea. So, I gave you this story once, but I gave you the story and then we ended up making what I will call the common recipe. Why do I say that? So, let me go backwards tonight. 1972, Bob, quote, Rosebud, but. Not but, here's the rest of the story. No, Bob Rosebud, his last name is Butt. And he is basically in Long Island. He's at the Oak Beach Inn. And he is entering a contest for triple sec. And the story goes that he created the Long Island iced tea as a way to incorporate triple sec. That's the story. And by God, they live by it. And by the way, if you don't know what's going on tonight, we're getting lit, folks. It's Long Island iced tea, L-I-I-T, which means lit, and that's what's happening. So 1972, that's what happened. So Rosebud, he comes up with it. He says, it's my recipe. I created. I win the contest. And in all fairness, that's the recipe most people know. It's basically every clear liquor you can think of. It's vodka, tequila, it's gin, rum, and then there's a little bit of soda, a little bit of lemon, and then also Contro, triple sec. That's the whole reason he made it. Ha ha. But wait. You see, there's an earlier story, and that's why we're here. We're here for the people of Kingsport, Tennessee. You sent me a t-shirt, glasses. I love you all. And because here's the problem. There's an original Long Island iced tea. Because what a lot of people don't realize is that in Tennessee, in Kingsport, there is Long Island. There's literally an island. So this is in the Holston River in Tennessee. And back in 1920, Charles Bishop, a.k.a. Old Man Bishop, bootlegger, running some, this is Prohibition, people. This is the good days, right? Well, he comes up with a drink. And in his drink, he is serving up what is commonly referred to as tea. And he's got the same thing. He's got the vodka, tequila, a little bit of gin, got some rum. But in his, he's also got whiskey, right? And maple syrup. Probably not the cute little jug of maple syrup that I have. And that's his recipe, 1920. Now, a lot of people, they dispute it. They wonder if this is legit. Well, his son, Ransom, what a great name, by the way, Ransom Bishop in 1940, he comes in tweaks the old man's recipe. And when I say old man, literally, it's his name, the old man. He adds a little bit of soda, lemon, lime to it. Folks, it sounds like he made Long Island iced tea long before Long Island, New York. Now, is this a contested battle? Oh, yeah. Long Island, New York sent a letter to Kingsport, Tennessee and said, we are the original Long Island iced tea, you know? They talk about their history and George Washington and everybody that visits, and they make claim. 1972, I don't think George Washington was drinking a Long Island iced tea there. But anyway, they make claim. Well, hey, guess what? Kingsport fires back, said, y'all better get on your bricks and figure out what's going on, because we had this 50 years before you even thought about it. The battle ensued. And folks, if you know anything about the Quarantine Cocktail Show, all these classic drinks we talk about, there's always this riff, and I don't mean mixes, I mean a fight about people saying they made it first, they made it first. Well, they had a drink off. They went to New York and made the drink. New York won. They went down to Tennessee, round 2, made the drink. Tennessee won. Went to D.C. for the 3rd, the rubber match. By the way, this is all like just happening. This is like 2018 that this is going on. Rumor has it, 3rd match, Kingsport won. Now, I'm not here to tell you what is the best drink. I'm just here to tell you what I think is the original drink. And from the facts presented, well, let's do this. Let's make the drink and taste it, because I want to know. So, make us a Long Island iced tea. Like I said, this is the 6th one I've done, so God help me, I'll see if I can do it. I'm making 2 of them, because Shelby's had some of these already today. Remember, always spill a little ice while you're doing this. It's good luck. All right, you're coming in. First thing, get all your liquors together. All right, vodka, 1 ounce. All right, I'm coming over here first. So the one thing I will tell you, I'm going to shake mine. I don't know what everybody else does. So 1 ounce. Now, coming in here, tequila, 1/2 ounce. Ooh, delicious. It already smells good. Gin, 1/2 ounce. I know, folks. I know we're going to run a little long tonight, but you know what? Just enjoy it. We only got 3 left, so let's just suck them up and have some fun. Rum. By the way, here's the funniest part. I don't know why either of these cities want to make claim to this cocktail, because it's like a frat party. I mean, this is like, how do we get every booze into this? And they did it. I don't even know how they did it. Now, we're coming back. Now, normally, easy foam thinker. Now, you need some whiskey. And by God, if we're making a Kingsport Long Island iced tea, I'm getting me some Dickel Tennessee whiskey. Remember, what's Tennessee whiskey? Over here, folks. It's USA, but it's got to be Tennessee. It's corn, but remember, they go through that second filter, the charcoal filter, makes it special, and it's got to be made in Tennessee. And you're going in with 1 ounce of that.
God bless the whiskey pocket chart.
That pocket chart has saved me. Ounce of each. All right. Now, come back. Here's the difference they had. Maple syrup. Yeah. So, and this makes sense because this is your sweetener, right? You always have a sweetener in a cocktail. We're going to about 1/2 ounce in each one. Real maple syrup. For God's sakes, don't grab the kids, Aunt Jemima or whatever. Just don't do that. Just don't. And then lemon and lime. Woo, it's running away. About 1/2 ounce of each one. Make sure you have the industrial juicer that I provide. I'm going to have a link soon, again, on all these. A little lemon. Lemon. Lime. appreciate Ransom's addition here to the lemon and lime. I think that would absolutely make the difference in this drink too. I'm not saying that, oh, I just got myself. I'm not saying old man didn't have a good one, but the citrus is a definite plus. Now, God help me, Kingsport. You got to understand, if you're here tonight watching this and you don't know what's going to happen next, you got to understand you are part of the Quarantine Cocktail Show, day 60. There is a reason we've been able to live in this small room for 60 days, and that is all because of this wonderful drug. It's called Emergency. 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C packed into a tiny pouch with amazing, all natural fruit flavors. It's delicious, healthy, and it's keeping us alive through this crisis. And we put it in every drink. A little sprinkle here, a little sprinkle there. Emergency, thank you again for not sponsoring us. And then we're coming in. Oh, it's a double shake, folks. There's a good chance that one of these is going to fly off tonight. I promise you. Anything can happen now, but we're going to go for it. Oh, we did it. Sorry I didn't spill any. We got one. We got two. Now, here's what you're going to do. You're going to fill these glasses up. Ice already on it. We're going back in on this one. Beautiful glasses provided. Guess who? And then you're going to top off with about 4 ounces. I'm not going to measure. Soda. Don't shake the soda, folks. Never shake the soda. Well, let's do something a little different. And then we're going to get a lime. Bear with me, folks. This is going to be worth it, I promise you. Because a little garnish, boom. No drink goes ungarnished in the Blue Monkey Quarantina. Remember, and that's trademarked, so don't try and steal that. Now, there's your drink. Original 1920 40 Long Island iced tea. Now, what do I think? Well, hold on. First of all, let's taste it. You know I'm going to say it's delicious, and it is delicious. Now, here's the other thing I can tell you. I'm no lawyer, but if I, well, wait a second. I am a lawyer. I am a lawyer. Wait, as a lawyer, here's what I'll tell you. There's a lot of debate over the original, right? So we hear this thing about 1920, and then we hear about 1940 Ransom making an edition. And we know 1972 was when Butt decided to put his out on the market. So, what's the proof? Let me give you one last piece of evidence that tells me this is the original. Two things happened. 1961, Betty by God Crocker, in her cookbook, published the Long Island iced tea recipe. And in 1966, the American Home All-Purpose Cookbook, they also published a Long Island iced tea recipe. Where did they get the recipe? I'm just saying, it's pretty hard to get a recipe from the future, folks. So, my vote, I'm coming in here. I'm saying Kingsport, you got the original. And for what it's worth, it's freaking delicious. So, I'm on my 6-1, folks. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. But I know this. As soon as we get done here, I got a good friend now, and I'm going to be visiting soon, Frank, down in Kingsport. And we're going to jump on Instagram. So if anybody's out there, Instagram Live, we're going to have a little conversation about this Long Island iced tea. And I think I'm going to finish this one pretty quick, and we're going to make another one. So if you want to see that happen, tune right back in. Folks, love you. we're going to come back with all the comments. We'll talk to everybody. It might be a little slower because we have this whole interview thing. But you know what? Cheers. Day 60. We got 2 left, folks. 2 left. Tune in. We got surprises still. We got big stuff. Big. Love you.